Hello, Minecraft Raiding has returned. We are on episode 16 now. I know it has been a while, but I am back, and to get right into it, we are on a nice raid here of a faction called Ghetto Gangs. Now, their base is quite large, and they have a lot of land claimed, so I had to build a cannon very far away, and I opted for a new type of cannon that I had just designed in single player beforehand. It is a vertical cannon, and what I mean is all of the charge is vertical. It all falls into one place, which obviously, if you know anything about cannons, will mean that the shot is provided with more power. So that worked out quite nicely. I managed to shoot it quite a long way and it hit straight into the wall there. Now we just had to destroy the sand, and there was some water conveniently down the side which we could swim up and jump in. And believe it or not, we could make that fall without dying. But unfortunately there was not a lot of loot. I am pretty sure that this base was kind of abandoned. It's difficult to say because this faction was quite prominent on the server and it was a big base, but I don't know. On this next faction is one called Spartan Ops, and they have a very nice sky base. I do like raiding sky bases. They only have one wall there, which you can see when we mine through. So all we needed was a single bit of TNT to blast our way into the base, but knowing our luck, we went and blasted the wrong side. The chests are on the other side of the base and they have blocks above them. So all we needed to do was a bridge around and blow up another hole. But one TNT wasn't quite enough because we could not get all the blocks off the chests. One more TNT was enough to blow all of their stuff down and into the water. You can see some diamonds and gold just quickly there, and you have to take my word for it because we didn't get much clear footage, but we did get some good diamonds and some good gold. You can see there some diamonds, but a good raid. And now for a faction called Redino, and let me tell you, this was a difficult raid to edit into the video because it took so long and it was so stressful. You can see we tried to cobble mountain there, but it was getting nowhere. So whilst my friend was busy doing that, I decided to try my hand at hybrid cannoning. Now I am not very good at hybrid cannoning, but I built this cannon here and decided to give it a go, and believe it or not, it actually worked for once. I'm pretty sure this is one of the first times it has ever worked for me, but I was very happy, and we went up into the hole we just created and we couldn't really get in. But it didn't really matter because you can see we looked in one of the chests there and we got a lot of redstone. So already it's looking hopeful that this faction is fairly rich. Obviously we didn't want to stop there, we wanted all of the loot, and we could get down through the floor into their main base, and there was a nice lever there, but it became obvious very quickly that this room was not their chest room. It was just a place where they kept all of their junk. I think it's fairly obvious from all of the crap there. We had a look around their base and we finally discovered a vault over there, and we wanted in. Now the hybrid cannon was not working, so we went back to the cobble mountain. Eventually we decided to blow up through this hole because we knew if we could get a piece of TNT in there, it would blow up into the vault, but we were facing many problems from all the lava and water that we'd made flow down. And now for the most stressful bit, we tried to diagonal cannon, and it takes a lot. We were there for hours trying to get a diagonal cannon, but eventually I had to go offline, and my friend stayed on and persevered with the cobble mountain, eventually getting all the way through and blowing down through the roof, only to discover that there was not a lot of loot there. But it was still a nice little base, and you saw that redstone we got, so I'm pretty happy with that. But anyway, that was the raiding of Redino, a very messy raid and one that took up a lot of time. This next raid is on a different server to usual called Legacy, and I was building in the end, looking around for bases when I could see that little area there. This is in a factions server, so I could just walk right in and look at the stuff. And that head there is actually the head of Strider Dog, who was in my faction and he had just joined that day. So I thought it was really weird that I managed to find the head of someone in my faction who had just joined in the middle of nowhere, and that was the only head that they had. That was really weird. But they had a lot of other stuff. Well, they didn't really have that much. They had some diamond armor, some iron, some diamonds there. A pretty good bit of loot for a completely unprotected base, but you can see there, putting the loot away, and that head really confused me. This last raid is a bit of revenge on a player called Horror Penguin, who betrayed our faction and posted it online. However, on the online post he forgot to remove the coordinates of his base. We were able to track it down. It was not claimed, it was a hidden bit of land. We could dig straight down and get in without any problem. They had a lot of nice loot. Most of it was the things he stole from us, however, but we managed to get it all back. I had a lot of diamond armor, a lot of swords. You can see me frantically trying to collect all the gunpowder, whilst the rest of them got ready to blow it up and get ultimate revenge. Yep, a nice shot of the team there, and the explosion was devastating. You can see Blue Cheese there running for his life, not looking back. Yep, there wasn't much base left over, and that is exactly why you do not betray us. And that is it. Thank you for watching the video. Check out the channel for more raiding videos, and I do hope you enjoyed it. Thank you again for watching. I have been LBP Media, and goodbye.